change and turbulence of negotiations of the 7th Community Pharmacy Agreement, pharmacy owners need to be aware of what the future holds to avoid being disrupted. Joining us to discuss this is Marta Stybowski, General Manager at Pharmacium. Thank you for your time, Marta.
Good morning, Miranda, and thank you very much for having me.
So tell me, what are the big opportunities for pharmacy business owners?
Look, I think the opportunities still remain around customer service focus and more specifically customer experience. The recent reports put out by the Guild and also the PSA I think provide some great guidance on where pharmacies can focus their actions and take some of those steps. So I think it's about identifying what applies to your pharmacy and taking those first small steps to gain some of those wins and get excited about making those changes.
Absolutely. So yeah, given things like the up and coming negotiations of the 7th Community Pharmacy Agreement and PSA's Pharmacists in 2023 agenda, what does the future hold for pharmacy business owners?
Look, I mean, building on my previous answer, I still think it's all ingrained around the customer experience. Both some of those recommendations provided in that report, as well as some of the reports put out by leading global consulting companies and marketing experts, all state that there's, or I guess predict the importance of customer experience, and that's going to be the key differentiator for any business in any industry. And I think pharmacies positioned so uniquely with the pharmacist as an expert to provide the health consumer with such a unique experience when they come into the pharmacy. And there's some great people doing that already, and I think so much more opportunity to do that more.
That is an excellent point. I mean, you have the expert right there. He knows, she knows what's going on, you know, and they have that customer service relationship, which is key.
Absolutely, and it's more and more increasingly becoming not just coming in to buy a product or even coming in to buy a service, but the experience of consuming and purchasing that service and that product. And the way that you design the pharmacy, the resources that you have in the pharmacy that deliver that all comes together to provide that consumer with a unique experience. And we're very fortunate, I think, to work in an environment where we can do that.
Absolutely. And what is Pharmacium doing to assist pharmacists?
I'm glad you asked. So I think a lot of pharmacies I talk to, the biggest I guess it's difficult and daunting for them to go, where do I actually start?
Where do you begin?
The difficulty comes because often the pharmacists we speak to, they're working in the same four walls year on year, and it's very difficult to come in and step back and try and have an objective view of, okay, well, where are some of those changes, and out of the 11 recommendations by the PSA, where do I actually start? And then the more they think about it, I think sometimes it becomes such a daunting task. There's so many recommendations. I mean, great stuff put out by the Guild, great stuff put out by the PSA, a lot of great advice at a conference like this, and people get a bit overwhelmed. Well, maybe it's all too hard, I don't know where to start.
Sure.
So we go in and we talk, I guess, on a one-on-one individual basis with these pharmacy owners and say, okay, so what's actually happening in your business? And I guess I have the beauty of coming in with a fresh set of eyes and sometimes identifying something that they have difficulty in seeing. And we encourage them just to take some of those small steps, gain that momentum, get excited that they're actually achieving something, and that I think just puts them on that trajectory for change.
Sure, and then slowly introduce them to new concepts and ideas.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we do that through a number of ways. We look at the operation of the pharmacy, the operation specifically of the dispensary, what resources they have, the team mix, the skills, and also design. So that's a big part of our business, looking at the way the pharmacy is designed and laid out and how that supports that customer experience.
Marta, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of APP.
Wonderful, thank you, Miranda.